What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. But tomorrow after, or today, depending on what time you guys listen to this, is the Crown Jewel pay-per-view. So WWE has canceled their TLC pay-per-view for December, which it needed to go anyway. It's the first TLC pay-per-view. Let's see. It started 2018. I think they had one ever since 2008. I'm assuming. I think there was one year where they probably didn't have it. 2009, excuse me. Yeah, that was that DX versus Jericho thing. So it's gone, but now this is not a house show no more. They're treating Crown Jewel. We haven't been to Saudi Arabia since Super Showdown of February of last year, during 2020, during that basically the night where the Fiend died, where Goldberg beat the.
Is that not the night where almost everybody else died too, or was that did they come back after that?
No. That was the night where everybody got held hostage. But
okay, as I was saying, like I know that was the same night, or was it after that? Pretty much.
No, same shit right there. Because after that, they didn't go back. They didn't go back for Crown Jewel because pandemic hit.
No, okay.
Oh,
the one with everybody.
You know what? I think the one being held hostage was probably the one before that. Then they came back for Super Showdown.
Because Hogan was there. That's the one where Hogan and Flair had teams. It's like Team Hogan and Team Flair.
Yeah, oh, that's right. That's absolutely right. That was at Crown Jewel, and then they came back for Super Showdown. And everybody's like, y'all still going back? But then COVID hit, and that's what happened. And I was like, looking back on it, they really did a disservice to the Fiend because they put that championship on Goldberg just so they could have their Goldberg versus Roman Reigns match, which never happened because Roman was like, I'm not coming to that COVID Coliseum. And next thing you know, Goldberg lost to Braun Strowman, and who not in the company anymore. And I was like, well, that did nothing for the Fiend at all.
Low key, I probably would have had Goldberg win that one, just saying, but hey.
Over Braun Strowman?
Yeah, Braun Strowman was very much watered down at that point.
Oh yeah, Braun Strowman was not what he is. So, but yeah, that's what Super Showdown was. So we already got that bad taste started ripping in our mouth. But now it's time for Crown Jewel, and I have to say, like honestly, I don't know what they're going to deliver on paper. I mean on the show. I don't know how stuff is going to be, but on paper alone, this is actually a pretty damn solid card.
I guess.
I mean, look, we got a no holds barred match. We got a Hell in a Cell match. We got
whoa. We have a no holds barred match between Goldberg. Don't act like that's just a plus.
No, it's not a plus. I mean, it's better than having a one-on-one singles match.
I bet it's gonna be. I bet they barely get one chair out, and the rest of them get singles match.
Well, we'll get to it. I mean, we got an awesome Universal Championship match storyline going on. We have a good SmackDown Women's Championship thing going on, and we got the finals of the King of the Ring Queens final shit. And then so on paper the card is like solid. Like, honestly, this is probably a better card than some of their other pay-per-views, and this one is actually going to be carrying over. So this one, and then obviously this is the first time back in Saudi Arabia, and this is going to be the final card before the draft's going to effect. So I think they're going to treat this like a big show that they really care about it. Now the question is, how will the Saudi fans react to this stuff? They don't
be watching the show.
They don't, especially not
in
the front row.
I was there. They just be there just to say I was at wrestling. Honestly, that's good.
Look, honestly, the regular people be watching and enjoying the show. the government and the prince and all they got money that sit there with their lounge chairs in the front row as he just talking as the stuff is going on. They don't watch them shows. No, they don't. You're right. So, but for the regular people, it's pretty much a card. It just bothers me. Like, I'm scared to figure out what the crowd reaction is going to be like. But let's go to our predictions.
Well, I know it's going to be like on some of them scenes.
What'd you say?
I know what it's going to be like on some of them matches, but we'll get to it.
Okay, well, let's just go down to the matches as we go. We go on and see how the predictions are. So we got Mansoor taking on Mustafa Ali. Obviously,
you got to go no further. That's an automatic win.
And it's an automatic win for Mansoor. Mansoor is not losing in Saudi Arabia. We knew he was going to get a match somehow. And I mean, Ali's a good component. And honestly, these two can have a really good matchup if they give him time.
I think they'll give it time because obviously it's Mansoor. So I think they'll give it enough time. Because like the last time he fought Cesaro. And people say, oh, this is going to be like 5 minutes. And they're having like a 15, 16 minute match.
So, yeah, Mansoor going to win that one. So, let's just knock... you know what? Let's just go to this one. The Raw Tag Team Championships, RK Bro taking on AJ Styles and Omos, whatever the case may be. Look, I understand Omos is not ready to be on his own yet. Randy Orton has made that known. But I don't like that AJ is the one being stuck having to babysit Omos. I don't like it.
I think they win I think they should just win the titles back to them.
But see, I don't want AJ in a tag team no more.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm getting to. I think they should win the titles back to lose them to whoever didn't break up after they lose.
The Street Profits?
Whoever they lose to, break up after they lose.
Wow.
But then you could have said, why not break up here? Obviously, Omos is still green. They want to keep Omos with Styles for a little bit. So just have them win it, have them be together, and then when they break up, when they lose the title, break up. That's all I can say. That's all I got.
Well, okay. Well, right now, I still got RK Bro winning this one. Unfortunately, I got them winning. I think they're more higher on the Riddle Orton train before they break them up, and I think AJ Styles he has to get it from Omos. No disrespect to Omos, you know what I'm saying, but happy that he's under AJ Styles' wing and AJ's helping him, develop. But AJ needs to do more, especially since we're doing these new rosters. Right now on Raw, Big E has nobody, so you need to start.
Do you think that because he's in Saudi and Saudi like the big people that they'll make him in, or do you think he's just gonna lose?
I don't, because Omos is an attraction. So
technically this is the Saudis booking the show. So like,
well, the last time the Saudis didn't gonna book the show, Vince strained everybody there because that's how it was gonna happen. So. Vince McMahon's gonna do his show the way he wants to do his show, and he don't care who he put in jeopardy to do that. All right, so I got RK Bro. You have AJ and Omos.
Yep.
All right, so now let's get into the shit that is gonna be bothering me. The Queen's
kickoff. My bad. We got a kickoff match.
There's a kickoff match.
That makes no sense. Yes, we do.
What's the kickoff match?
The Usos defending their title against.
Don't say it.
Can you guess who?
Don't.
You guess who?
Don't. We just
Can
had
you guess?
Street Profits.
Nope.
Okay, thank God. Viking
This
Raiders.
This one is more baffling. No, it's not the Viking Raiders.
Baffling. Okay.
Baffling is that they've never touched ever.
Oh God, is it? I don't know, who is it?
The Hurt Business.
What? Why would they do?
You heard that right? Hurt Business.
Oh God! Why? Because they got that one measly win on Raw, and they said, "Why are we still doing this, knowing that it's not going to change anything?" Why do we keep doing this knowing that they are not going to be on SmackDown?
Who knows?
I don't, because now I'm about to go into another rant because the Queen's Crown final, literally, this is the final. Selena Vega taking on Doudrop. This is the final for the Queen's Crown. And I'm saying right now, look, Selena Vega got robbed on 9/11. Selena Vega, her match got cut. It was TV time. Shit happens. But however, they promote her all week. We already know what Selena Vega's story is about 9/11. Her dad died.
I don't think that's the reason. That's not the reason.
You don't think that's the reason she getting pushed off on? It's like, I'm sorry.
Nope.
What do you think it is?
She just so happened to be in the right place at the right time.
That's bullshit. Because look who else in the right place at the right time.
Liv was supposed to actually win this, but for some reason she got heat with somebody, and they just said, "All right, well, you're just gonna lose." And then they said, "I guess Vega's the second best guess."
It's one thing to be Vega's second best guess, but you would think Carmella will be the one you push. But I'm like, the only reason why I can see, but the only reason why I even see them pushing Selena Vega is to say, look, it's fucked up what happened to her.
I don't. It is, but I don't. They are not. They're not that. I don't think they're that. They are not self-aware.
You don't think WWE, when they do something like that, it don't matter. First of all, you saying self-aware, it ain't like Selena Vega should put up. This is in their mind, they're saying, I'm sorry. But in total, the Queen's Crown tournament in total has gotten a total of 12 minutes of all the matches.
Yep. And in total, it's going to be 14.
It got a total of 12 minutes. None of these women got a chance to go out there and wrestle and do anything. They don't give a shit about this tournament. This tournament is saying, "Oh my God, we have a women's Royal Rumble. Oh my God, we have a women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Oh my God, we didn't give the women their pay-per-view was a Revolution this year. Oh my God." And now we're trying to do King of the Ring, and now everybody gonna sit there and say, well, why don't the women get a King of the Ring? This is basically them saying, take it and shut the fuck up. That's basically what they're saying with this tournament. They put no thought into this tournament. They put
No,
go ahead.
No, I was saying that's why I was so rushed, because they obviously don't care about it. It's like,
they don't care, and honestly, you
can't tell me they're like, oh, we really care about Selena from the start, but every match in here is like,
no, they don't care about they don't care about Selena. They don't care about no woman in here, and they looked at it and they say, you know what, fuck it, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Our roster's them. We got all the main event women fighting for the title, so we're not gonna put no legit women in this matchup. And they said, fine. Who's left? Okay, you know what? I see Selena. She didn't get her 9/11 moment, and everybody, the WWE cares about PR. And they say, okay, so it looks bad that Selena Vega did not get her moment at the 9/11 Madison Square Garden show. Even if it was a legit, we out of time for this type of thing, it looks bad. Because they've been using Selena Vega for 9/11 ever since she came out and said her dad died 9/11. They use her for that shit. So now, all of a sudden,
like leaning too much into it.
Say what?
I just think you're leaning too much into it,
bruh. All I'm saying is
they are not going to be like, all right, we're gonna go back and give her this because.
But here's the thing. If they gave some quality matches, if they gave some an actual storyline, and they put stars like Sasha, Becky, not Becky, she's champion, but Sasha, Bianca Belair, and some NXT women in this tournament, made it a legit tournament, and then Selena Vega made it all the way through, I get your point. But they're throwing her a bone for something that's. It's like they're throwing her a bone, but it's not even a real bone.
If they are throwing her a bone, it's for everything else, not for 9/11.
It's for what?
It's for everything else.
Look.
If they want to throw her a bone, I think it's for firing her and all that stuff and bring her back. And then add it on if you want to add on the 9/11 stuff. I don't think it's strictly for 9/11.
Whether it
is, she wasn't supposed to win this in the first place.
But whether it is or not, they still not doing her no favors.
They are not. And also, on the other side, they built up Shayna for like a whole month to have her lose in this tournament.
Which it should have been her in the first place, and now they got Doudrop, which is the most uninteresting King of the Ring. First of all, the King of the Ring has not been good since. Oh, no, let me take that back, because the Baron Corbin one was good. I just didn't want Baron Corbin to win, but that was a good tournament. But they don't. It's just like, first of all, why? Same thing with the AEW title eliminator, which I will get to later. About how I'm like, what happened to 16-man brackets anymore? Can we not do? Are you mean to tell me that people are so mind bent or so mind shook to the point where it's just like, you know what, we'll get too bored with a 16-man tournament? What's wrong with, or if you don't want to do 16-man tournaments, right? What's wrong with,
I think if they were to do a 16-man, they should do it how they used to do it and just do like the final 8 at the pay-per-view or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it was, the final 8. But even if they don't want to do a 16-man tournament, why not do qualifying matches? Why not do qualifying matches to figure out who is going to be in the top 8, and then after that, first of all, between, and this is the way I thought about doing it. If you're going to do it like this, and in Survivor Series you want to keep bringing in your Raw versus SmackDown, then why not for the King of the Ring you have 8 Raw guys versus 8 SmackDown guys, and then for King of the Ring, and then the finals is a SmackDown guy versus the Raw guy for the King of the Ring, and then you have it at Survivor Series. It sells itself. And you can do the same thing with the women, because then you give the brand supremacy thing fucking meaning if you want to keep doing this. Stop having the draft so late in the year, and stop drafting these people, and then in 2 weeks they gotta fight for brand supremacy. What the? I just got here. Why the fuck am I going to red if I've been on SmackDown all year? It makes no sense. But I'm not gonna get into that argument right now. But that shit, the Queen's Crown. Honestly, I don't care who wins. It doesn't do anything for There's nothing for no woman. If it's Selena Vega, it's a slap in the face. If it's Doudrop, it's like, so where she go from here? Really? So honestly, when it comes to like, do you have a winner?
There you go, my bad.
You said Vega?
I just say Vega because just the look of you know, just the look.
If Vega wins, that's definitely the bone being thrown. But in their mind, I guess. King of the Ring finals.
I mean, I just don't do job as Queen Crown just doesn't. It just, you know.
I mean, well, the King of the Ring is a heel gimmick to begin with. You know, the only faces that really won the thing was like Bret Hart and Edge. Were like the only faces to win the King of the Ring, and Ken Shamrock. But you know, other than that, you know, King of the Ring has been the majority a heel gimmick. You know, or if they win it, they turn heel. So
yeah.
King of the Ring final. That's why it always surprised me what they're gonna do here. Finn Balor taking on Xavier Woods. Honestly, I thought they were going to put Jinder Mahal in there because of, you know, they want like I know Jinder Mahal is not from Saudi Arabia, but I guess, you know, he's a heel. They want to put him in there. I did not think they was going to have Xavier Woods go all the way to the finals. So,
well, you know, they want to get you as close as possible to crush your dreams.
Yeah, that is what's going to happen because I don't see Finn Balor losing this match, even though it would be. I think Xavier Woods would make an interesting king, and I think that it would be a good way for him to go heel. Like, you can make him and Kofi heels, why you make Big E a face on Raw, but he will still won't portray his brothers. I mean, if you truly want to keep them apart, why not do it that way? So, and like I said, the King gimmick is an over the top, annoying type of gimmick. And like I said, if King Booker could pull that whole King gimmick off, Xavier Woods is the right annoying person to pull that whole King gimmick off with how they can get some heel heat. Finn Balor, to me, he'll just win it, but all he's going to do is try to find himself way back into the title picture or the Royal Rumble, and it's just going to be another thing added to his name when he comes out that they're gonna say, but he's not really. I don't see him doing anything with it. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Xavier Woods wins the whole thing.
I'm gonna say Xavier Woods, but I don't say he turns heel. At least not. I think if he turns heel, it's gonna be like in 5 or 6 months.
Oh God, WWE don't let nothing big up that long, and you know that
he just ain't gonna turn heel then.
I would say, but he can even be a tweener. I think he can even be a tweener.
He might just be the annoying, like he was like crown me. He might just be that guy. Because I don't see him doing this whole lobbying thing and him all with the fans like I should be king of the ring and all that. And he's one of the highest, not anymore. I'm pretty sure if he gets king of the ring, they can do some type of New Day king and champ and whatever type of combination, even though they're not together, and sell merch still, Woods merch still, up down merch since they own it. So I think Woods will win and just stay face.
You're right.
He'll be annoying, like I won, I'm the king, but I think he'll stay.
He can get away with rocking that crown, that cape. Finn Balor's not gonna rock that crown and that cape. It's stupid it just doesn't fit his character. So reigning and defending king Shinsuke had to give up his crown. Like I said, I got Xavier Woods here. Let's go to Goldberg taking on Big E. Whoa, what the fuck did it? Oh, they had a typo. Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley, because I'm on comicbook.com and I'm not on Wikipedia, and they have all the matches written down. They have Goldberg versus Big E. I'm like, I guess all black folks look alike, right? So, but it's Goldberg taking on Bobby Lashley in a no-holds-barred matchup. So since
I don't have anything to say, I'm gonna just say Goldberg and keep it moving.
I'm gonna go with Bobby.
All right, I wish that was the outcome, but
you know what? The reason I'm saying that is because Goldberg don't gain nothing from this win.
But they are in Saudi.
Look,
so
all I'm saying is if they in Saudi, all I'm saying is you want to bring some true heel heat on Bobby. Had the Hurt Business come out there and beat the shit out of Goldberg and his son again.
Heel heat is good, but I don't think Saudi heel heat is what you want, because that can be on the gap. So I don't think that's the type of heel heat that you want.
Okay, fair.
They could be like, hey, why you getting on the plane? Hey, can I talk to you for a minute? I can outside the plane. And you'd be like, oh, what's going on? Next thing you know, black former WWE wrestler Bobby Lashley has been found in Saudi Arabia. I'm like, you don't need all that. So Goldberg wins, whatever. Gage helps him somehow and whatever.
Oh God, that's just. I mean, well, I guess if there's any kind of shining point you want to say to it, you could probably say, well, at least the title's out on the line.
Well, yeah.
But I'm all for keeping the Bobby strong for Lashley, but we don't know. But you know what? You're probably all right about Goldberg just winning here, because why not? And so those no holds bars so can hide. I guess hide the wrestling.
Yeah, so he just hit him with a chair. Triple H and Undertaker WrestleMania 28 style.
Yeah.
Just with a chair for 30 minutes.
Or just do like the Stone Cold and Rock WrestleMania 17, just beat the shit out of him and then pin him.
Yeah.
Or like Jay did to Thunder Rosa. But Okay, WWE Championship, Big E taking on Drew McIntyre. Do we really need? I'm about to say, Drew McIntyre is going to SmackDown. He's not bringing the WWE Championship to SmackDown with him in the Bloodline. I don't know why they even keep teasing that Drew McIntyre has a chance to win this matchup. So honestly, and if they even attempt to even have Drew win the matchup and come to SmackDown with the championship, and SmackDown got Raw got to have another championship, no, they're not doing that. Big E is winning. They just gotta have Big E had somebody credible to beat, and here you go. He's gonna beat Drew McIntyre. SmackDown Women's Championship. Everybody put their T-shirt on. Becky Lynch taking on Bianca Belair, taking on Sasha Banks. Do you think they're gonna cover these women up? Huh?
Well, yes, of course. So Bianca can't do her hair thing, right? Her hair gimmick.
In Saudi, I don't think so.
Okay, another question. Do you think she made her own Saudi gear with the long sleeves?
Yes. She had, because Bianca Belair oozes sex appeal, right?
So I'm saying, like, you don't think she don't put a T-shirt on. She like makes her gear, like makes it long and long sleeve. Okay.
Like honestly, I think. Look, call me crazy, but I think that's what happened on Raw. She was testing out the bodysuit, because remember, her and Charlotte both had bodysuits on when they was out there.
That's what you want to call Charlotte. So.
Okay, well, Bianca Belair had a bodysuit on, right?
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, well, Bianca Belair oozes sex appeal, all right? Bianca Belair ain't gonna be out there like, can't lay the tie, have a T-shirt on. And I'll just be like, all right, Bianca Belair, she want her abs and her curves to show. So
what you call it? Dewdrop. What do you think Dewdrop is gonna be?
Oh, Dewdrop put on an extra large T-shirt. Dewdrop put on a 4X and calling it a day. I really think her and Selena gonna put them ugly ass shirts on, but I do think Bianca Belair will probably, put like a bodysuit on, or even if it's not a bodysuit, I think it's going. She'll put a T-shirt on, but she's gonna make sure her T-shirt's fitted.
If that's allowed.
If it's allowed, but once again, I don't think she's gonna be the one that's gonna sit there and try to stir up trouble. So, like I said, it's already scary enough that these women have to go, that they're making these women go perform in Saudi Arabia, where they're clearly not okay with this. Like remember the last time they threw like a water bottle at Natalya?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
going the whole match.
Exactly. Like, me personally, I would not want to put my superstars in that predicament. Like, that's why I said.
What do you mean? You held them hostage.
I just look. That's why Saudi ain't booking these shows, because they were.
I'm looking at this. I did not see this
what?
At all.
What you didn't see?
The Belair suit.
Oh, so she showed what she wearing?
No, I'm talking about from Raw.
Oh, I thought you seen. Okay.
Nah, this little got roses on it. Okay.
So, like I said, it's still going to be...
these guys. Come on, dude. Sorry. I'm watching this segment and, like, Bianca passed by in the body, so you see them, like, obviously recording her, like...
Yeah.
Come on, guys. You don't care, bro. Exactly. What y'all doing?
Oh, you talking about the Kings players?
No, it's like Bianca walked by in the bodysuit and you see these two guys in the phone with their phones, like, pointing at her butt, trying to record. I'm like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. What are y'all doing?
Get that. So, honestly, how do you think this is going to work? Because remember, this is the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky is on Raw. Do you think, because people say Sasha Banks will win and take the belt to SmackDown, if that was the case, I really thought that Bianca Belair could have won, beat Charlotte and take the belt off her and to take it to Raw. But I think that when it comes to Survivor Series, I don't think that, me personally, honestly, I would give the belt. This is how I would have did it. I would have had Bianca beat Charlotte on Raw in a good match. Stop doing this DQ bullshit. Have her beat Charlotte put her over on her way out. Charlotte goes to SmackDown. Have Sasha win the matchup at Crown Jewel, and she takes the belt to SmackDown. But now at Survivor Series, you now have Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks, the rematch that we never got, the real rematch. We didn't get that SummerSlam, and they didn't give them enough time on SmackDown. So where's our rematch for WrestleMania? Do it at Survivor Series where Bianca's the Raw Women's Champion and Sasha's the SmackDown Women's Champion.
So, question then. How do they get the belt back on its respective brand?
Oh, it's too late now. But that's what I'm saying. If
I'm
that was
for Charlotte, for Charlotte.
But here's, okay, look, Charlotte is the Raw Women's Champion.
Yes, she's on SmackDown.
That's what I'm saying. If Bianca Belair had beaten Charlotte this past Monday,
I know. I'm saying I know that, but I'm saying she didn't beat her. So I'm saying, like, how do they do it?
Oh no, well, because they probably, like I said, they probably want to do a Becky versus Charlotte match of Survivor Series as opposed to Bianca versus Sasha. So I think they're going to do a Street Profits New Day thing. I think they're going to switch the belts. I think, honestly,
okay. Do you think? Because like Street Profits and New Day, they was like, all right, we might as well switch. Do you think that they're going to say, okay, we should just switch, or do you think like no. Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville say y'all have to switch titles?
No, they booked themselves into a hole. So if Sasha wins, right? Say if Sasha wins the triple threat match and she goes back to SmackDown with Becky's championship, they have to get that championship on Raw. But the problem is Charlotte did not lose her championship on Monday, which was stupid. So now that means it looks like Becky Lynch is probably going to win the matchup because you can't bring the belt over to SmackDown, or it just doesn't make any sense. So the only thing that I can do is them do a hot shot bullshit like on SmackDown to help sell SmackDown or Raw. They have Sasha go up against Charlotte, and after her and Becky switch the belts. And then have Bianca go up against Becky, and then Bianca gets her win back and gets the championship, and they do Sasha versus Bianca at Survivor Series that way. But once again, I don't think they're thinking like that. Me, like I said, I would have had Bianca win the match on Monday and have her be the Raw champion by now. Have Sasha win at Crown Jewel, and then y'all get the rematch at Survivor Series. But I don't know why they didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I think it'd be something like Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville just come out and say, all right, y'all got to switch.
Exactly. And then, so...
that's how anticlimactic it's going to be.
It is.
So yeah.
Honestly, after seeing what happened on Raw with Bianca and Charlotte, I'm going with Becky Lynch winning the matchup. It has to be Becky now.
I go with anybody on Raw, so Becky or Bianca, it don't matter. Even though I doubt they give it to Bianca, but anybody on Raw, I'm cool.
Yeah. I don't think they thought too far ahead of that. Okay. Hell in a Cell. A match worthy of the Hell in a Cell stipulation. This is going to be Seth Rollins' redo. Because the last time we've seen Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell, it was terrible.
Does he fall from the top or jump from the top, or is it just from the side?
I think Seth just fall. I think Seth and Edge both take that side Hell in a Cell bump. Because first of all, it's an Edge match in Saudi Arabia. It's going 35 minutes.
Well, Edge matches period on pay-per-views usually go.
So I think that the fall that Ambrose and Rollins took back in 2014 after Hell in a Cell, I think that's the one Edge can handle. I don't think Seth Rollins going to the top because, first of all, I don't think the Saudi people are going to react to that like we were here in America.
Do you think they leave the cage?
I kind of want them to. I think we get a Edge Spears Rollins through the door like Undertaker, like he speared Undertaker in 2008.
I would like that.
Yeah, and then it cracks the thing open, and then it gets them into fighting on the side, then both falling through it, stuff like that. But overall, I have Seth Rollins winning this. I have Edge doing the right thing and putting Seth Rollins over, and then that'll be the end of the feud. Edge will move on to something else, and then Seth Rollins can, because right now, the way Seth is talking and him not being Edge light, even though Edge has admitted it and Edge putting him over, I really think, it'll end the feud when Seth Rollins beats Edge. So I have Seth Rollins winning.
I got Edge winning.
I just see it like if Edge wins, it feels like the story has to continue on for me, and I don't want it to.
How does it continue? This is third match.
Honestly, it should have continued to this match because Seth Rollins got his win back, and then everything that he wanted to prove to Edge.
They usually go to 3 matches.
Yeah.
It's usually the tiebreaker. That's why it's Hell in a Cell. But you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna invade your house. You can't do a house invasion angle and have the guy that got his house broken into lose. That's the only reason I'm going with Edge. Every time somebody did a house invasion, the guy that broke into the guy's house lost.
You're right.
I'm gonna say Edge.
But I still got. So I think it's gonna be a dope match. I think it's gonna be one of the better Hell in a Cell matches this year, opposed to anything we got at the pay-per-view already. And I really think they had the potential to make this great.
Now I would want Edge to win because obviously, I would want Seth to win because obviously put over young talent, but the way they booked it, it's like I think it has to win just because of I think my get back because you go into my house and threaten my household type of thing. So that's my reason.
You got good points. I got good points. Well, they see. I just want the match to have a good reaction. That's basically all I want from it. Now we're going to the main event because I was like, wow, we took a little bit longer than predictions though. But for the Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. What side is Paul Heyman on? For his advocate, the Beast Brock Lesnar, or for his tribal chief, Roman Reigns? Honestly, Roman shouldn't lose the match. Roman shouldn't lose the championship yet. And
I was gonna say yeah.
Because I'm scared that they're gonna try to have Paul Heyman turn on Roman and join up with Brock, and I'm like, even if that's the case, if Roman loses and Brock wins the championship, that's one thing. But if Roman's supposed to win, you don't want him to be a face. Not now. The face Roman Reigns don't work. Give me the tribal chief Roman Reigns. And I think that's...
I think...
I'm listening.
I was gonna let you go. I think
you just said you think. And I said, what's up?
Well, yeah. I think this is not a stupid... it's like they're trying to trick us when we know what's going to happen. They're trying to trick us like maybe Paul will go with Brock when we know Paul is staying with Roman. And then at a later date, maybe he'll be like, all right, I was kidding, Brock, or whatever the case is. But as of now, I think it's all Roman. Roman will defeat Brock. It's not even going to be like a nod or anything. I think Paul Heyman fakes out Brock. But they're still going to end up on the same. They're still on the same page. Like they're still going to be friends.
So you don't see any kind. You don't see any kind of turn from Roman Reigns, nothing like that, correct?
No, I see somehow, some way Paul Heyman tries to like, I don't know, throw something in the ring while the referees something he's gonna try to do for Brock. And then he's gonna give him like a smirk or something, and then Roman's gonna do something. Basically, it's gonna be like I outsmarted you, but he's still gonna be his advocate. I feel like. I don't know. We'll see. Like basically, I don't think Paul Heyman and Brock is gonna have a falling out.
You're absolutely right, but still,
If that makes sense.
It do make sense. It makes perfect sense, but I just it's just always about what this Paul Heyman thing is going. I'm just like, because if he goes to Brock, that's trying to turn Roman into a face, and we don't need that right now. We need the bloodline, and it's the best thing that's been going on SmackDown. So I think it's gonna be a decent match, but I really think that Roman's gonna beat Brock straight up. Like it's gonna be a hard fought, brutal matchup, and then he's gonna take Brock out. And then maybe at the end of the night, you see I don't know how to explain it. Well, like so, maybe at the end of the night you'll probably just see like Heyman, probably just admits that he was with Roman the whole time, and everybody's expecting Paul Heyman to do something. Well, maybe if he doesn't, and
that's what I'm saying. He don't necessarily do anything out of character, but he's like, I think he'll be solely on Roman's side. So like if Roman probably would need something, he'll probably do it. But I don't think it'll be like a him and Brock breakup or anything.
Okay, well, this one actually I'm curious to see. So, guys, that is our crown jewel predictions. You guys should stay tuned. That I don't know if we're going to get to it early because I know me and Prime got things to do during the daytime, and I come back and watch it. I do not think I'll be able to watch Crown Jewel live, but I'll probably come back and watch it. And you guys, hopefully, will get a review from us on Friday. So stay tuned for that. I know a lot of people probably put it up on Thursday, but you'll probably get a review from us on Friday. And those are predictions. But now we're about to move on